And welcome back to my morning report analysis videos with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets on Monday 9th of October, looking at euro dollar, which has sort of marginally picked up off the lows, held on to that support at 16.60 on Friday in the wake of the payrolls report. A little bit of dollar weakness, or dollar correction really, following on from the strengthening dollar that we've seen in the last few weeks, has, as I said, added, what was that, around about 80 pips. 70, 80 pips to the euro dollar. What you have tended to see are these little rallies being sold into. A couple of days tends to be where the length of time we see these rallies in the last 1, 2, 3 occasions. So the sort of continuation of the lower highs below 1820, which is the neckline of that little top pattern, that implies 1550, would suggest that this little rally is again going to be seen as a chance to sell. And I'm not really seeing a great deal more from the move on Friday that would suggest otherwise, really. I think ultimately looking at yield differentials as well, moves on yield differentials, would suggest that we're still sort of tracking lower. And I think that this little rally is probably going to be petering out at some stage. You look at the momentum indicators on this daily chart, the MACD lines are sort of falling below neutral, the stochastics are negatively configured, the RSI is around 40. It's all sort of fairly well set up still, I think, for sort of selling into strength. And that 1820 resistance of the neckline still in place. You've got 1780, zoom back in, sorry, 1780 from the sort of 1790, sorry, from the rebound high from last week before turning over. I just think that this is just going to be sold into. The hourly chart would suggest that as well. You're back to 60 on the hourly RSI. That is a position at which the sort of selling pressures tended to come back in. MACD lines have already sort of rolled over as the stochastics have fallen away, although just ticked up a slight amount, but still, generally speaking, I would say that the sort of indicators across daily and hourly charts are still suggesting selling into strength on this hourly, on this euro dollar chart. So with that in mind, I think you'll be going to seeing a test of or retest of 1667, which was Friday's low, just above that 1660 key August low. I think these are both going to come under pressure at some stage. So I wish you good luck in your trading. I'll speak to you later. Thank you.